Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, birthplace of the U.S. Constitution and home to the National Constitution Center, a museum dedicated to increasing public understanding and appreciation for the Constitution. When America's founders drafted this famous document, they included a writ known as habeas corpus, which serves as a safeguard to unlawful incarceration by the government. In October of 2006, President Bush signed into law the Military Commissions Act, which suspends the writ of habeas corpus for suspects deemed unlawful enemy combatants. We spoke to former Philadelphia District Prosecutor Scott Sigmund to help explain this legislation's implications.
Habeas corpus is an important fundamental right guaranteed to all Americans. And that right is that the government can't just detain you in prison and sort of forget about you. There's a right that you have to go to court and go before a judge and have a hearing to determine whether or not you should be held in custody. The Military Commissions Act is clearly, and I don't think anybody will debate this, is in response to 9/11. If someone's going to do this type of attack, a hostile attack against the United States, the government now has a tool where they can not only investigate, but they can prosecute these individuals in a military tribunal. For example, the individuals being held at Guantanamo Bay. The Military Commissions Act identifies an unlawful enemy combatant as a person who is an alien, not an American citizen, thus not entitled to habeas corpus. In other words, they can be held against their will without a hearing until the government comes around and determines what they want to do with these people. And there's something out there called the Geneva Convention, which the United States signed on to, which protects anybody held as a prisoner of war from this cruel and inhumane type of punishment and this cruel and inhumane type of interrogation. In other words, torture. The United States abides by this, and we hope other countries abide by this. However, there are extreme interrogation techniques. One that's been in the news lately called waterboarding. Well, this has been classified as a non-torture type of interrogation. So the United States' position is that's not torture. If it was torture, we couldn't do it, but that's not torture. Under our Constitution, even though you're not an American citizen, you are guaranteed certain rights of habeas corpus and due process. The difference here is that with the Military Commissions Act, it's not any crime. It's crimes against the United States, like terrorism. So this suspension of habeas corpus allows the government to detain these individuals and interrogate these individuals. They're allowed to use some very, very strong interrogation methods, and then those strong interrogation methods become evidence at the trial. Why are more Americans not concerned about this slippery slope, the floodgates opening to the government, taking away our privacy and taking away our rights? Because of what happened on September 11th. That's why. The American public will tolerate this until the imminent threat of a terrorist attack is either reduced or eliminated. And I'll tell you, unfortunately, I don't think it'll ever be eliminated.
For Current TV, this is Aaron Schuman, Philadelphia.